everybody, it's Andrew the Moo here in time with a brand new Let's Play for the Halloween season. For taking out the trash, it's Rock of the Dead. A game for the Xbox 360 that really and truly I think had a very interesting concept, something I was really looking forward to, and then the game fell flat on its face. Now, let's mention the fact that this game had a lot going for it when it was first mentioned. I'm not going to talk about the basis of the game. I'm just going to talk about what little bit I knew about it at the very beginning when I heard it was coming out. This is a game that would have had Rob Zombie doing some voices, as well as Neil Patrick Harris and Felicia Day, all doing voice work for the game. And so that had my interest piqued, and I'm like, maybe, just maybe, this game will be really, really interesting. You know, something that's worth watching and playing and things of that nature. And the game, when it came out, I wasn't able to purchase it until sometime down the line when I think I purchased it for like literally a few dollars. Like, I mean, maybe like $2-3. So that should tell you a little something about it. But I'll go into the game mechanics in just a few moments. There's kind of a quick, small minute or so long cutscene that we're going to have to deal with. But I'll explain how to play the game in just a moment. Cutscene!
Wanna die, what do I say? What do I say? Now. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There gonna be any words in this thing, or are you in pain?
Okay, so this next one is dedicated to the old dude in the front, my grandpa. It's called, what the hell? Epic.
That name needs work, kid.
No, dude, look. Did you see that meteor thing?
Nope. Too busy looking at those.
Whoa. Nature rocks. Ugh, maybe not. What is that? Whoa. What happened?
Must be the music. Go on. Strum your guitar at that mutated bug there.
Strum my guitar at what?
I don't know. Aim at the bug, then play. You know, do your stuff.
You mean play the notes in the rhythm I see?
If that's what gets you going, then yeah.
My music stops these creepy crawlies. Awesome.
Yeah, I love how he goes, aim it at that mutated bug. Zombie pops up. Yeah, aim it at that bug. But this game right here is, it's Rock of the Dead, and as you can see, like, I'm only going to really pause for, like, the cutscenes at the very beginning and towards the end, because those have more to do with a lot of your, storyline than some of the others, and I'll just let you know what's going on as we go through the game, as, you know, best as I can. But you play as Neil Patrick Harris, and you notice, like, the way the screen is showing up, that looks kind of different than what you would normally see in a video game. This is an on-the-rail shooter that is played with the Guitar Hero guitar, or you can play it with the drum set, or I don't know if you can play it with the guitar or not, but I just know you can do it with the drum set or with the guitar. I did this with the Exploder guitar that I got with Guitar Hero 2 for the Xbox 360. Honestly, it lasted a whole lot longer than my Rock Band guitar ever did. So I'm also trying to do a whole lot of talking through this and keeping the music at a minimum because of the fact this is licensed music by Rob Zombie, and the last thing that I want is to get picked up with a copyright strike or something of that nature because I got Rob Zombie. But as you can see, this is played like you would Guitar Hero. You just match up the notes and strum as far as with the various colors that are there, and it's like an on-the-rail shooter. You just take out the enemies that are there and run with it. And so now we've got these creepy, crawly buggies. Not just zombies, but bugs. Because that's how these games work. And every so often, we're going to come across some civilians that we need to try to rescue. And as you can see, you need to do like that. Now, one thing I do want to mention right now from the very get-go is I'm actually doing this post-commentary. Now, I know this would turn some people off, but post-commentary? Why would you do post-commentary? Well, the big reason why I'm doing post-commentary is because of the fact that, I'm going to be honest, I could not play this game and talk at the same time, so there was like huge pauses here and there and everywhere, and I just did not want that to happen. So I would rather just go ahead and do that and just do post commentary and go from there with it. So you got the shield, which is right there. You can also hold all the buttons down at once, and you can do a blast, which destroys a bunch of enemies at once. And apparently, even though it's telling me to do that, there we go, now I decide to do it. But like, until around the very end of the game, I did not make good use of that blast, even though there are instances where I should have. It's one of those things you don't think about it until like later on. But as you can see here, there's certain instances where you get to face off against enemies, like one particular enemy in kind of like a mini-boss fashion, where you're given various stuff to, you're given like a song to meet up with. So, I mean, it's not too hard up until you get to later stages. But the only other time we're going to pause is there are these scenes, like one we're going to see in a moment, where we get a little bit more dialogue as to the reason why what is happening, and it's coming up right now.
Our efforts to expand our intelligence to the universe and the worlds within have always met with wasteful resistance.
Dude, what was that?
So yeah, Neil Patrick Harris then turns around and goes, "What's going on?" So we're going to be pausing every video for those to kind of discuss what's going on. But as you can see, like, it's a neat idea, isn't it? An on-the-rail shooter played with the Guitar Hero guitars. It sounds like a really good idea in retrospect, but as you can see, we're playing this not just during Halloween, but on Taking Out the Trash Tuesday. And because of the fact it's on Taking Out the Trash Tuesday, you know what that means, guys? It means this game turned out to be complete and utter garbage. So, I mean, try as we might, that's what ended up happening. So we run forward through this area. We've got like a bunch of little buggies there. I actually used the blast. I'm kind of proud of myself there. And we make it to the first stage. So here's another problem that I've noticed. Some of these stages go by real fast. And then later on down the line, there are some of these stages that are going to wear out their welcome so fast, it's not even funny. I mean, I get aggravated so quickly going through some of these stages that we're probably going to end up playing a game of rushing forward and hoping no one notices.
Man, these things are everywhere.
Yes, they are everywhere, Neil Patrick Harris. Good of you to note that. So, I mean, like, literally, there are probably going to be some levels of this that we're going to be like, look, this is dragging on. Fast forward, ho! Because I don't want to sit here for like 30 minutes on a stage, because I am a stickler for that. I'm one of those guys that's just like, all right, here's the way we're going to do this. As someone walks in through the door, hi, how you doing? They know this is post-commentary, so you showing up all of a sudden is not like some sort of drag, like I'm looking away and just, I've explained how this is working. This was the game that with the Guitar Hero controller that I tried playing, and I was just like, and could not talk all the while that I was playing it. You made fun of me, here and there and everywhere while I was trying to talk during those things. Oh.
It's always fun to make fun of you.
And you hear, if you could not hear her just then, she goes, oh, that game. So that tells you something about it. It's that game. She has watched me play some bad games in the past, and she has questioned my sanity and things of that nature. Okay, my love for... Well, that's part of my sanity, because sane people, Anyway. She said, I question your love for yourself. So, I mean, that tells you a little something about this game. One thing that I haven't made mention to, and we won't take a look at towards the end of this game, and hopefully by then I'll be able to beat it. There's a secret hidden boss in this game, and you have to gather certain hidden parts.
Oh, wait, save her. She always shares.
Yeah, save her. Go ahead and save her. There's a secret hidden boss in the game that you've got to get. You have to meet certain qualifications in order to be able to get it unlocked. Or get him unlocked. But hopefully by the end of this, we can at least take a look at him. It just kind of depends on how much of my sanity is still here by the end of this. But, like, one of the things that I noted about this game, and we don't really have the opportunity to see it now, although you'll really see it in future episodes, you notice the fact that you got a whole bunch of enemies at once, and a whole bunch of frantic stuff going on, and then you're trying your best to get the buttons pressed correctly, but you make one small mistake, and oh, that's all she wrote, and you see an enemy really close to you, and you can't get it unless you do an open fret, that is, you strum it without holding down any of the buttons, and sometimes that doesn't even work. So I love the fact that that thing, you know, just charged at me. Oh, we gotta pause. Hold on.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? There's some sort of interference from the meteor shower.
Mary Beth? What's she doing on the radio?
I guess you're wondering what I'm doing here. Some rabbit animals sorta ate your regular recorder, so, surprise! You got me! So, first report, rabbit animals are roaming the street. Okay, so, stay tuned for weather and more updates.
Update? Hey, I should call her and tell her about the power of rock. Better get back to my trailer.
We thought to create harbingers and are coming with seeds from our mind.
Is this happening to everyone?
I can't really understand what those things are saying. Maybe someone can help me out there. I guess I'll have to try to look this stuff up to see if I can figure out what they're saying. But it seems like what's happening is you're receiving some sort of message. We have birds now. So we've moved on from zombies to bugs. Now we have birds that we have to contend with. But it seems like some sort of message is being brought in through your brain. Oh, also we have meteorites as well. Or would they be meteors or meteorites? Are they They're meteors, I think, when they're in space, and they're meteorites when they enter into the Earth's atmosphere. If I'm wrong, you know, respond to the comment box below. We'll figure that one out. But what is that? Yeah, you get pick those up. You can get these little pickup challenges where that'll help you out some if you can do it. I failed. Yay, this dude needs saving. Save him. Oh, he's gonna die. There's so of them are gonna die so quickly. Just like that. I didn't even realize that dude got touched. But, like, apparently he just disintegrated into nothingness. He dead. He gone. That's it. Grandpa! No, I can't say anything to Grandpa yet. But apparently that's, anyway, like, you're receiving these frequencies that's supposed to exposit some of the storyline to you, and yet I don't think I can tell what they're saying. I'll have to re-listen to them. Hey, Grandpa's telling us to do something, blah, blah, blah. Old man, I don't care. And this is the first episode of this. You don't know what kind of pain I'm going to put myself through in order to play this game. Yeah. Save the children, save the children. And I got hit by both of those. So, like, again, sometimes focus and me focusing on what I'm doing, not always working out the best for me. Oh, I forgot to mention the fact that on this stage, we get our very first boss fight. So, like, you know, the first boss fight, that sounds pretty cool, right? You know, pretty neat, pretty interesting, right, guys? Right, guys? Wait till you see this first boss. This is going to tell you what we have to look forward to throughout the rest of the game. Hey, we got someone we need to rescue. Hi! Rescue me! Before the bugs hit me! And she died. Again, because of the fact that I saw a bug running towards her, I was trying to do an open strum and it didn't work. By the way, here's the first boss of the game. That's right, giant lobster. We're fighting a giant lobster in this video game. Do you realize just how I keep getting hit while I'm at it? Just how, what's the word I'm looking for? Weird it is to me, the fact that our first boss, like, out of all the things, not like Mega Zombie or anything of that nature, gigantic lobster. Like, the only thing that I can guess right now is, if I remember correctly, there was like a horror movie in the 1950s? It was a black and white movie, obviously, and the major villain was like a lobster. And the thing is, like, I had a friend who I could just describe what the movie was about. He could tell me what B-rated horror movie it was. But, like, I'm assuming this is a reference to that, but it still weirds me out that the first, I'll give them creativity, but a lobster. The first thing that I'm fighting, it's actually doing a number on me. First boss I'm fighting is Super Crab. And the thing is, this is just the first form of the fight. I can't even. And see, the thing is, that's so easy. I'm trying to wiggle the hammer at the same time, and it's not quite working out well for me. But this is just the first part of the fight. We're going to end up drowning somehow. But I'm going to call this episode to a close because, well, this is all I recorded for the first one. But this is Rock of the Dead. This is what we have to look forward to. It's only going to go uphill. Or, you know, that's how we look at games like this. They can only go up from here, right? 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 Someone help me.